all you wonderful quilters. This is Kathy from True Cotton Company in Carmel, Indiana. Look in the description box down below. You can find all the information of the store, including the location, a link to the website, also a link to all the stuff I'm going to show you in today's video. Now I'm really excited. We're going to do this Advent calendar. This is great, easy to finish in time for December 1st, and this can be fun. You can put little treats in the pockets and it'll make a really cute, sweet decoration. And it's really, this is from Makower. You can see ice skaters, the Christmas tree, the village. Really reminded me of, in Carmel here they do a Kris Kringle Mart, and it really reminded me, they set up an ice skating rink, and I thought this was kind of reminiscent of the Kris Kringle Mart, where you can buy warm drinks and lots of gifts and things. And so this is a really fun project, and it does, the panel does come with the instructions at the top, and then you just end up trimming around to get the size you want. So all your instructions are there. I'll show you how I do it. I've got a couple pieces here to cut out, and hopefully you can see here there's scissor lines on, you want the solid gold line that goes the whole way across. This is hard because there's gold inner. That's not the part you want to cut. You want to cut these solid across lines. And this is a double pocket. It has the stash line here, so we don't want to cut that in half as well. We just want to cut on this gold line. And now we want to trim these two single pockets away. And so we're just going to do that gold line that's the whole way across, do a cut, and the same thing on this one. We have block 124 and then this one double pocket to do. So we'll start with the little single pockets. We're going to come over, got our backing here. We're going to come over to the iron. I'm going to get it nice and hot. And what I like to do is I start folding in these two sides first. And I'll just kind of do a little finger pressing. To get it right along that inner gold line. And then you're just going to iron that side. We'll do the same thing on this number 24 piece. Just want to get right on that gold. And like I said, I do just a little finger pressing. And then come along with the iron. And then you're going to do the same thing with the other side now. So like I said, I do these outer edges and then I do the top. The instructions do say to do the top and then you'll do the edges. I like how this hides that top pocket. It hides these outer edges a little bit more, which I think will make that pocket where you're going to reach your fingers in fray a little less. And this is a really nice, simple project, and it's so cute. I don't think you can really mess it up, even though I did a little there while I was pressing that. Because even if you don't get it all the way to the gold, it will go there. Now I do the top edge over. And just want to let that get nice. If you have one of the clampers or something that you weigh your projects down with, this would be a good time to use them. We don't have one we sell in the shop yet. I'll have to look and see what's a good one. Maybe we can begin to carry. Because at my house I have an old antique cast iron that I like to use. I saw Alex Anderson use it and I found one at an antique mall, and so I got it. And I think it's really cute. Now we're going to stitch down this top edge. So we're just going to go over to the sewing machine. And you're doing a scant little stitch here, just a little top stitch. And so we get in here. And now we'll just back stitch a little bit. Come right along that edge. We're just tacking that down. So a little back stitching there. And I should have went ahead and grabbed the other one. I apologize. Let me grab the other block here. And we're gonna just do a little top stitching here. I didn't do any back stitching there, but that's okay. We will be stitching everything down, so it will work out. Now we want to go ahead and iron back this bottom edge, and then we can put these on the quilt. Like you can see how quickly, and if you're doing, you know, you could just do all of these and get all the ironing part done and then just stitch them on. We do that top edge here because we're not going to sew the top closed because we want to create a little pocket, because that's how the Advent calendar will work. So you just find the block. This is one. And you just line it up. You can kind of see they've got the picture on here for you. You just kind of come right over that picture. Put it on there where it looks to line up pretty well, and I'll stick a pin in. So it's held there, and then we're just going to stitch around the 3 sides. I'll go ahead and grab 24 and get our tree top on. So this one will be one where you pay a little more attention to lining it up. So that everything's kind of nice and makes a cute tree top there. And we'll stick another pin in. And so now we'll come back to the sewing machine. And so now you're just going to sew the side, the bottom, and then you'll go up the side on these. And that way you still have that nice pocket. To put your treat in. Get to that edge, and now we just turn this around. Come along this pretty bottom. And then you're going to go up the side. We'll do the same thing now with number 1. I think you can see how quick this project is, and this panel is just so cute and sweet. certainly, if you've been enjoying our videos, go ahead and give us a like, and we'd love to have you subscribe and find out about more of the fun projects and fabric and everything we're going to be doing. Gets those. Don't forget to take your pins out, and now we have a double pocket to do. It's done a little bit different, but nothing that you can't handle. And we're doing number 18 and 3. And so to do the sides over, you're going to fold it a little bit accordion style. So you're going to want to fold it over and then have it meet this dashed line in the center. So I like to kind of fold it right on that gold and then bring it right here to the center. Give it a nice press. And this is a super hot iron. So I'm going to go ahead and do this side while I'm letting that one cool a little bit. Use the time as best I can without burning my fingers. And now we can do this side. And then we should be able to come back and do that last accordion middle. Take this gold and just do that finger press right along that edge, and then now you're just going to bring that edge to meet this one. And when that all lines up nicely, go ahead and press. Like I said, here if you had a clapper, and I've trimmed all my fingernails, so I don't have fingernails to hold on to this with as well. Sometimes I could use my nails to that. And now we're folding over that top edge. Just right here. Bring this over, and then there's going to be this double bit, and then to this edge, and we do the same where we top stitch just the top edge, and then we're going to sew around all the edges here. Alright, there we go. We'll take this over and do some top stitching now. And just along that top edge, and you just go over the other side with the same. Alright, and we're going to do that bottom edge over now that we've got it top stitched together. And then we're ready to sew our little double pocket on. So now we come over and we find our 18 and our 3. which is this cute here, and you can see now you've got your house to line up with, so you just pay attention to kind of the roof lines and everything. That looks like it's going to work out really nicely. And I'll grab a couple of pins. Just stick a pin in the middle. And just right here. All right, now this one, we sew pretty similar, but we're going to sew these kind of like they're individual ones now while they're doubled together here. I still want to go around that middle. So on each side. So you'll see here quickly. We just go down this edge, get to the bottom, and you come right around this edge. Make sure everything's laying nicely here. Now when I get to this edge, I want to turn it and go up the edge of number 3. And now I'm going to just take a couple stitches over to 18. Because now we just want to come down the edge of number 18 and tuck it down. And so now you've tacked down both of those edges. Got our good double accordion fold center done, and now we just have, like we do all the rest, where we do this bottom edge and then do this last top edge. Alright, and back stitch here, and just cut back. So here you can see, now we've done the panel because I've done all the rest of them. You can see how cute it is, and those pockets are ready for candy. And the nice part, I don't know if we can see it here, but you don't get that frayed edge. I forget which one's the first one I put on, where I started. It looks like I started here at 14. I don't know if you can see this, but this one, the edge, I followed the instruction. It has this frayed edge. So then when I got to the next one, you can see tucking those sides in first. You don't get that edge there. It's a little detail. It's not a big deal if you did it the other way. This is to hold treats. So the treats will still be delicious with a little frayed edge on the fabric. But now you just want to take some backing. I found this beautiful Andover blue and red, which I thought was really pretty with the blues and this panel and all the reds. So a backing, and then an interfacing that you like to use. Fusible fleece is a common one that we use, and I went ahead and put that on here. And so now you want to take your panel right on the top, and we're going to sew just around the edges of this. You want to leave yourself about 4 inches to be able to turn it inside out, and then you're going to want to stitch that close, or so we can turn it inside out, and then we'll do a little stitching over the edge for that. So I'm just going to clip this together just around all these edges, and then we'll be back and we'll start sewing. Alright, I got everything pinned and clipped. I ran out of clips. I know you've seen me do this in some other projects if you've seen, but I like to do a little double pin where I start and stop. On small projects like this, it's usually not too hard to remember, but when you get to bigger projects, it's nice to have some way that you designate as your start and stop. And then I'm just wanting to do 1/4 inch, not the whole way around. We're going to leave that 4-inch opening, do a back stitch. And now we're just going to come around, and you're just going to stitch the whole way around. And if you have a nice 1/4 inch foot, use that. I should do one more stitch. If not, flip it around and see if it lines up, and if not, just take another stitch. And then you're going to come around this edge. And you're just going to do this the whole way around. We're coming up along that last bit. You can see my double pins are coming in. And so we're gonna get right to them and then just do a little back stitch, forward stitch. We'll cut this. And now we've got this all stitched together except for doing a little stitching along that top edge. I like to go ahead and clip my corners. Now, not through the stitching, just clipping off some of the bulk in the corners. And then you can see I can fit my hand down through that, which makes it easier. I grab one of the corners and start pulling it through. This is, you want to leave yourself a big enough opening that you can pull all this through, but not so big that you, like, not the whole top edge. I've done that before and it's not fun. Trying to do the corners properly. I like to get those corners in. And you are just flipping it all inside out. That's why back stitching those edges is really important. There is a lot of pulling that happens here. And so you can see we are coming together. Now, one of my favorite tools that I haven't shown you yet is this Alex Anderson 4-in-1 tool. This has this end, which we're going to use in the thing today. Under it's a stiletto, really nice for when you're stitching. This is really nice when you're finger pressing, especially like it retreats and things. And then this is a Bernina seam ripper, and it is a really nice, sharp, fine seam ripper. So this is just a tool that I found quite a while ago, and then when I started working here in the shop, I was like, oh, we've got to start carrying it, because it is such a nice when I'm doing any of these bag projects, just really getting in that corner. But it's pretty blunt. Now you do want to be careful. You can poke through, especially if you're me with it. I have a tendency to be able to break a lot of things. But with this, if you're firm but gentle, you can get all those corners out. And so here you can see, I will just give this a good press. Do a little top stitch just along this top edge. And this, if you wanted to put a ribbon or something on to hang with, I would do that. What I would recommend, and I couldn't find these little hooks this evening, but Martha made this beautiful leaf quilt that we are ready to hang. And to hang here in the shop, we'll use these little ring clips. You can find these at art supply stores and at hardware stores. Just do a little hand stitching of it on, and then you can put it on some hooks, some nails, tie ribbon to it. So that's what I'm going to do to the top of this. But there's just that little bit of finishing to do, but I do love this panel. And I think that you're getting a good sense of how quick and easy it is to do. I think it's a really fun, cute project. And do check out our website. I'll have a link to this in the description box. And I certainly hope that you've enjoyed today's video. I appreciate all the support that we've been getting. And I do hope if you're sewing this week, you win your game of bob and chicken. I lost this week. That happens more often than I win. So I hope you have good success. Have fun sewing. Have a great day. We'll see you next week. Bye.